So you may not realize this, but your thyroid literally controls almost all of your metabolic process, your thermostat, your metabolism. As I said, it even oversees the mitochondria, the cells, the powerhouse cells. We did not learn this, at least I didn't. So I'm wondering, are you struggling with a thyroid condition right now? Maybe overactive, underactive, or you just have this sneaky suspicion that something is off? Maybe you've been feeling really sluggish or tired or cold in your fingers, in your hands. Maybe you've just been gaining weight and you don't understand why, or you've had a lot of hair loss, or you just don't feel like yourself. Okay, my friend, I want you to know, first of all, I'm with you. I feel you. I've got you. And in this video, we are going to focus on how to heal your thyroid coming from an energetic and an emotional standpoint. I have a lot more to share with you. I've been on this journey myself. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's almost 15 years ago, and I have taken this diagnosis in my own hands, both as a certified board health and wellness coach with a master's degree in the healing arts, in health and wellness, and as a patient myself. I have learned so much, and I'm going to be sharing so many more things that I have learned: strategies, tips, healing practices, tools, foods, ways of calming your nervous system. So those videos will be coming. Make sure that you subscribe, that you like this channel, and please, at the end, let me know, leave your comments, your feedback. Let me know what you got, how you're doing. Was this helpful? Because we're in this together. We're in this thyroid healing journey together, and I'm honored to be with you today. So let's get started. So first of all, you may not know this, but the chances of having some sort of thyroid disease or condition is pretty high, especially in the States where I'm located, something like 40%. Now, in that 40% of all Americans having a thyroid disease or condition, the majority of those people are women. So if you are joining me today as a woman who has struggled with your thyroid, sister, I am with you. And for my brothers out there, I'm with you as well. This is one that I can tell you really, really was challenging. And I had no idea what hit me when I was diagnosed, when I found myself almost passed out on the floor. And I will say to you that number one, giving yourself compassion is crucial. Knowing that this can change, that you can feel better. I want to say that again, your body, my body, we're meant to heal. So the focus today is going to be all on the energetic and emotional healing that is crucial for you to feel better, for you to feel safer, and for you to feel more at peace in your body and in your mind. Remembering our mind, our thoughts is so important. Our mind has a lot to do with what we're going to notice in our body. Some of the great books that I recommend, and I will have this in the show notes, the books by Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. She's got incredible books on this. The book, The Body Keeps the Score. And I'll even include my book, Get a PhD in You, which helps you to really access your power, your purpose. But for today, we're going to focus on 3 key emotional energetic-based tips. So there are 3 of them. I'm going to start with the first. So you may not realize this. I've done a lot of work and study and research in the power of connecting into our heart. So if you've heard of the Heart Math Institute, and I'll also list that below, they are an amazing non-for-profit institute that has research that has been going on for years that literally measures the power of our heart intelligence and the field, the energetic field that surrounds our heart. We have something like 40,000 sensory neurites in our heart. It's considered like a second brain, just like your gut. Your heart is also like that second brain. And what happens is when we get information in the field, the energy field around us, it actually goes through our heart first and then up to our brain and to our gut. So first we're going to start, and this is important because if you're like me, you probably have struggled with something in the past that has to do with feeling safe to share your voice, with feeling safe enough to be authentically yourself. Our thyroid is right in this region, in our throat region. It's a beautiful gland that looks like a butterfly. And if you're into energy at all, and you know anything about the energy centers or the chakras, it's connected to the throat chakra. So, and that color associated with it is blue. That's why I'm wearing blue. I wear it a lot because I like to reinforce that energy, that securing energy. So, we're going to start with a practice. This is step number 1. We're going to start with a practice where you put your hand on your heart, and if you're comfortable, you can even close your eyes. You don't have to. We're going to start by just connecting into our heart, feeling the connection. You might even feel your heartbeat, and noticing that life force, that prana, that chi, that vitality that's already here, even if you've been tired, and I know how that feels. Just feeling the life force that's in you now. We're going to send gratitude to our heart. So the first strategy for healing, and I have been practicing this for years, is to start asking yourself this question, or a variation of it. What is the most loving thing I can do right now? So rather than, for many of us with thyroid issues, we are often empaths. We're often those that sense what others are feeling. We're very in tune. You probably might even dabble into people pleasing. I know I have. So we want to come back into ourself, into our body, into our energy. So the first thing that you're going to start asking yourself, my friend, is what is the most loving thing I can do here for myself? And always, of course, as we do that for ourselves, we ask, what is the most loving thing I can do for myself? Right? And what does that look like? So that could be foods that you're choosing. That could be thoughts that you are saying to yourself. That could be people that you're spending time with or not spending time with. That might be getting yourself to take a walk in the woods. What is the most loving thing I can do? So that's going to be your question. I will have all of this in the notes below. All right. Number 2, because I know we want to get on to number 2 so we can get to all 3 tips. All right. Number 2 is going to use the amazing energetic healing practices known as tapping. So for some of you, if you've studied or you've ever used tapping or EFT, there's a lot of different positions, but one of the ones that I like the most, and I'll tell you why, is tapping right here on our sternum. So the reason I love this area, number 1, I think it feels really good. Think about it, my friend. Think about it. Your throat is right here. Your heart is right here. And what do we have in between? We're linking our heart and our throat. So at a meta level, we're hooking up our heart, that openness, that compassion, that unconditional love, and we're tapping right here, right above, below your clavicle, right below your throat. And so I always set the intention that I am tapping from heart, moving up to throat, may I speak words of love. And we're going to just go through 3 affirmations or mantras. And so you can take your 2 fingers or 3 fingers and you're just going to tap lightly. You don't have to have been trained in this. You can start with me right now. And we're going to start with the very basic foundation of what is often underneath any kind of autoimmune condition, especially thyroid condition, is safety, not feeling safe. So we're going to start with I am safe. So say that with me. I am safe. Number 2 is I am safe to love. And you might even add, I am safe to love myself. I am safe to love. I am safe to love myself. Number 3, most important, I love myself unconditionally, without conditions. So let's try that together. I am safe. I am safe to love myself. I love myself unconditionally. And we want to tap here as we're saying, we're also in a way anchoring in those affirmations. So again, right there on that chest sternum area, between your heart and your throat, right below your clavicle, not too hard. And so that's tip number 2. Now we're going to get way more into energy medicine and wisdom and practices, some of my favorite practices, some of my favorite tools and techniques and hacks and all the different things I've learned, including nutrition and supplements. While I'm not a doctor, I have a pretty good experience and extensive background, both in my training and as my own best patient. of what I've learned over these 15 years. So stay tuned because I have a lot more to share with you. All right, number 3, my friend, here we go. Number 3, this is really important. We are going to come up with an affirmation that I'm going to invite you to say every single day. You can put it in your phone, you can write it down, you can write it on your mirror. So we're going to go back and put our hands to our heart. So we're anchoring this into our heart. We're saying, this is a statement that I am embodying, that I'm welcoming with my heart. Okay, now this statement, I love Louise Hay so much. I mentioned her earlier. I've been listening to her for years and years, and she has a phenomenal affirmation, especially if you've struggled with thyroid. So I've tweaked it a little bit. It is, I create new rules for my new life that supports me and my energy perfectly. I create new rules and a new life that supports me and my energy perfectly. Okay, so I want you to say that with me. I create new rules and a new life that supports me and my energy perfectly. Okay, and I'm going to have all this written downstairs. I want you to notice how you feel when you say that. I would love for you to envision in your mind's eye just a clearing, a releasing, a letting go. Okay, and so that is the third tip for today. We're just going to start with 3. I have so much more to share with you, but I don't want to fire hose you. What's really important is that, and I know for me, probably as someone overachiever, you really want to feel better. You really want to figure out what is going on. Just to remember to take this in baby steps. It is not about figuring it all out at once. It's about taking baby steps and knowing and trusting you're exactly where you're meant to be. So I know starting here, this is foundational. It's why we're starting with the energetic and the emotional roots, the foundation, because often at the core, and I know this both from my own experience and frankly, being a coach and working with clients for years and years, that if you don't feel safe, if you have that fear, it doesn't matter what you're eating, the supplements you're taking, it doesn't matter as much if you're not aligned within yourself and your energy. So we want to keep coming back. You can keep coming back to this as often as you like. Please keep these 3 practices going. You can do them in your own timing. I will have all the notes below. And I want to thank you. I'm so grateful to be part of your thyroid healing journey from someone who, dealing with Hashimoto's, that's what I was diagnosed with, and really being on this path of integrative and holistic healing. And I do take medication, yet I've also found so many practices from a mind, body, spirit, realm that have really, really helped me to not only manage my thyroid and Hashimoto's, but to thrive and prosper. And I want the same for you. If I can support you further, please let me know. You can also see below, I have my information if you would like to book a powerful breakthrough session where we can look at what we can do to help you on your path. You can do that below as well. I'm really passionate about helping all of us to heal. I know what it's like to not feel your best and to feel like the light is off within you. It's like dimmed down. I always felt like, those dimmers, like it's just the knob was turned down. I'm like, where's my vitality? Where's my energy? Where's my light? My friend, I want to help you to rediscover that light. So together, we're going to be on this journey. I'm going to provide so many more videos and resources, and check below. I will have information for you how you can download my free thyroid healing meditation, where to get that. And I want to say that you are not alone. We are doing this together. You can feel better. You can have this managed, especially for those of my women sisters in midlife going through perimenopause, menopause. I have a lot of tools and techniques that have helped me, and I'm going to share all of them here. So stay with me. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know what's working, questions, what you'd like me to cover, what's helping, what has worked for you. Share in the comments. This is the space to engage and to really empower ourselves. So from my healthy, vibrant thyroid to your healthy, vibrant thyroid, I'm sending love and light always. Namaste.